Thank you, Dr. Campbell. Hey, just stay with us just a little bit longer, and I promise you it's going to be worth your while. Before I get started on the introduction of the speakers, just got two things. First, Hannah Abbott. Please stand. There she is. Hannah was left off the list for new hires. She is a new counselor at Eastside JPP. Give her a warm welcome, please. I would have been in big trouble, guys. She was my wife's intern, so I needed her to be recognized. Secondly, I just sent you all a GL email, just a reminder that the Chamber of Commerce has done a promotion this week with all the businesses in the county, and there are discounts from today through Monday for each day of the week for you to dine out. So every one of you got that email. There's about 9 or 10 businesses. Please support them, as well as McDonald's and Dairy Queen, because they were all big helpers to us. All right. Y'all bear with me. I got in at 2 a.m. last night, so I'm running on fumes. So, again, welcome back. It's great to see you. The summer was a blur. But as has been the case over the last 3 years, I've been tasked with finding our keynote speaker for Institute. This year's task was proven to be a major challenge in the month of June. It had arrived without a commitment. Our budget was not matching up to market demands. I noted so one day in June. I was kind of venting while I was taking lunch at the office, and Mrs. Kim Jennings was there. She suggested a speaker that the CMP staff had recently seen. His name was Joshua Peach. Kim Jennings, are you here? Please stand up, Kim. So if Joshua does great, she gets all the credit. Otherwise, you can blame me. No pressure, Joshua. So I asked him some questions, like, where's he from? I was desperate. This is important for considering travel costs. Kim said, I think he's from North Carolina. I was hopeful then, and I said, I'm going to try and connect with Joshua. So on June 5th, I reached out that afternoon to speak with Joshua Peach. Well, Albert Einstein once famously stated that coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. The next part of the story is nothing but. I called Joshua, hoping he would answer. And to my surprise, he did. I told him who I was, and I made my pitch to bring him to Chambers County for our Institute keynote inspirational address. Joshua checked his calendar. It seemed like forever. He had August 2nd available. My hopes continued to build until the booking fee came up, and we were not even close. $7,000 plus expenses on a standard contract to reserve. So I was somewhat disheartened. I asked where his home was that he might be coming from. I noted, hey, I could pick you up in Atlanta to save you on a rental car. And then I could probably get a hotel sponsored for the district, put you up somewhere to stay. So I'm thinking how I can lower the cost. We were not even close. He said, I'm from Massachusetts. Oh no. Well, if you know me. I'm one of those that came down and never went back. I too am from Massachusetts. I said, wow. I said, really? What part? And Joshua said, a small town, you probably never heard of it. It's called Easton. Easton. E-A-S-T-O-N. I said, oh, wow. Did you attend Oliver Ames High School? I could almost see him through the phone. There was a long pause. And he said, yes, how do you know that? I said, I too was from Massachusetts. I'd gone to King Philip High School in nearby Rentham. Both our schools had been rivals in the Hockomock League. I told him I'd once seen the legendary Craig Watts, the first 7-foot person I'd ever seen, play high school basketball for Oliver Ames in 1976 when I was in junior high, and I was watching my high school team play. Well, Craig Watts was highly recruited, one of the top 5 players in the country. He scored 52 points that night, and our high school team had 51. Yeah, he broke the school record for Oliver Ames High School. He single-handedly outscored our entire team, and he went on to be a successful player at North Carolina State. He played for the legendary Jim Valvano, if you know the Jimmy V Foundation, and he finished in 1981 and eventually went on to the NBA and played for the Lakers. Not sure Joshua knew all this backstory from my childhood memories, but I learned the long-time retired Oliver Ames coach that had coached that night, his name was Bill Nixon, was a family friend to Joshua Peach himself. We ended our call, and I left Joshua really intrigued, although we were way apart from booking for the Institute. He said he'd reach back out if something worked out. Prayerfully, it did just that. Joshua called a few days later, having repeated the story in his circle of Easton, Massachusetts, of this Hockomock League connection to this guy in Alabama. Upon getting Joshua's call, he explained that a benefactor had come forward to pledge the difference, calling it a Hockomock League sponsorship that would honor the Oliver Ames legend, Craig Watts, and their legendary coach, Bill Nixon. So here we are today, welcoming the critically acclaimed Mr. Joshua Peach with B.A.U. Some, or Be Awesome, whose mission since 2009 is dedicating his life to inspiring others and creating change one person at a time. Please join me in a warm Chambers County welcome to Mr. Joshua Peach.